So guys, let's talk about the Black Stars. Ghana 2, Uganda 2. What do you make of the performance of the Black Stars? And also, what do you think is the problem with the Black Stars? Join in the Convo with your comments. Now, let me take you to last 4 days. Uganda played a friendly match against Comoros. The scoreline was Comoros 4, Uganda 0. Now, upon seeing that result, most Ghanaians feel like the Black Stars should be able to dismantle Uganda with goals. If Comoros can beat Uganda by 4 goals to 0, then the Black Stars can beat Uganda with 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 goals to 0. But that wasn't the case today. While I was watching the match, I kept on asking myself one question. Is there any hope for Otto Addo? Looking at the fact that he's a new coach with the Black Stars, he has a new technical team. So this is a new regime. Now, look at the squad he called for the international break. It looks like a new squad, looking at the new players that in the call-up. And then they kept on making the same mistake and getting the same results, just like the Black Stars under the old regime. And I'm scared. You know why? It's because of our next game. Our next game is against Man in Bamako, away from home, away from Ghana. It is in the World Cup 2026 qualifiers. Looking at the way we played today, if we don't do things right before our next game, we could be crying, ma. The second coming of Otto Addo, we have played 2 games, so we have lost 1 and drawn 1. If we want to bring it to a broader perspective, in 2024 alone, we have played 6 games, drawn 4, lost 2. So guys, it's high time the Black Stars get their things right. Now let's talk about the game. And before we do that, just know that I don't hate any player, and I'm not blaming any player for the results we had today. Let's just talk about the game from my own perspective. In the first half, Otto Addo set up the team in the 4-2-3-1 formation. In goal post was Jojo Walakot, who I believe did very well under the circumstances today. He made some crucial saves in the game. His reflexes were very good. And also, 1v1 situation, he held his own. It was very good. I think most of the goals that he considered were not his fault. Most of the second goal like this, it was very scrappy. In my own opinion, it wasn't a goal, but then it was, it was recorded as a goal. So, for Jojo Walakot, he did well in my own opinion. To the center backs, Jerome opoku was paired with Edmund. With Jerome opoku, he scored his debut goal for the Black Stars today. And the goal he scored was from a set piece, was from a corner from Dede Ayew. And you could see that this was something that was done at the training grounds. So it was perfected and it has been reflected in the game they were playing today. And I feel like it is okay. It just talks about the attributes of the player, the strength of the player, Jerome opoku. Look at his height, he's very tall. So with a lot of those set pieces, the corners and the free kicks, he should be in there, making sure that he's hitting the target with the head and also winning area goals. So guys, with his goal, I'm excited that he had his goal, and I believe that he performed better as compared to when he played against Nigeria. Edmund Addo, he's becoming my new favorite. Yes, he is redefining his role in the Black Stars. Under Coach Chris Hughton, he was playing as a midfielder. But under Otto Addo sees the player as a center back, and he has accepted that role with grace. Playing so well, if you talk about a player with most touches in the first half, it was Edmund Addo. Most passes accurate in the first half, it was Edmund Addo. He played so well. Anytime the Black Stars want to recycle the ball, it was through Edmund Addo because of how he handles the ball. His pass accuracy today was on top form. And I'm really excited about the player. Even though he didn't do well in the past, right now he's becoming the new favorite. Everybody's talking about the way he's performing. And that Otto Addo against Nigeria and also against Uganda has been very positive in my own opinion. Now let's talk about the fullbacks. At right back, Dennis Odoi started. Yes, Dennis Odoi started at right back. In my opinion, he was quite good today in the first half. And also at left back, that is where we had our problem. That was our weakest point in the game. And Ebenezer Annan was playing that particular position in the first half. In fact, the first 30 minutes, it wasn't easy for the player. At a point, he even caused a penalty. It wasn't easy for the player at all with Ebenezer Annan. I don't know. I keep on asking myself, is that left back of the Black Stars, is it cursed? Is the left back cursed? Any player that comes to play left back for the Black Stars, there's always an issue. There is always an issue from Barbara Man to Gideon Mensah to whoever plays that position. Is it cursed? Today, it didn't get easy at all. I kept on asking myself, what is the problem? What is the problem? Why do you always have problem with a player playing that left back position? It was so difficult for the player today. Today, he didn't sit up at all. He was one of our weakest link in the game against Uganda. Let's talk about our midfield. Salisu Abdul-Samad, he was paired with Francis Abu. With Salisu Abdul-Samad, in my own opinion, he did very well today playing as a DM. Francis Abu, this was his first game for the Black Stars. And he kept on giving the ball away on several occasions. I just hope that, it's just first game, so I'm not going to, talk about it too much. I just hope that the next time he gets a call up to the Black Stars, he can prove more. It's very important. Now, number 10, that was where I had my problem with the whole lineup. And this me, I'm not playing number 10 today. It didn't work. That number 10 role, I need Juma today. And you see, that number 10 role affected the way we attacked today. It affected everything. And this me, I'm not playing as a number 10. It didn't work. That one didn't work in the first half at all. It didn't work. And I think that was the wrong way to go about things, because we have all seen Abdul Fattah Ishahaku play that number 10 role when he was playing with the Black Meteors, and he proved that he can play that number 10 role very well. But then, once talking about Abdul Fattah Ishahaku, let's talk about him in the game today. He was one player that was lost in the game. In fact, he was chasing shadows. Abdul Fattah Ishahaku today, he was chasing shadows. One ball, we know he's on form at club level, but today in the Black Stars, one ball would take. He didn't play anything. And I don't know what is the problem. I don't know if it was because the number 10 in that role wasn't probably doing the role of a number 10. That is why most of the wingers were suffering, because in fact, not only Abdul Fattah Ishahaku suffered in the first half, Jordan Ayew on the left wing also suffered in the first half. Aside of the penalty he scored, he wasn't actually in the game. He wasn't in the game at all. As for Semenyo as center forward, he was lost. So in fact, we had our 4 attacking players out of the game totally in the first half. Now in the second half, during the 60th minute, Otto Addo decided to change their formation, bringing in new substitutes. Now the formation the Black Stars played in the second half was a 3-4-1-2 formation. Now in that 3-back system, we had the likes of Mohammed Salisu coming into the game, pairing with Jerome Opoku and Ali Dusiedu. Now, Salisu coming into the game 1 minute long, your man was already fighting. He was already quarried. And today, he came into the game and he didn't play anything. I have always said it. A half-fit Salisu is of no help to the Black Stars. We all saw it at the AFCON when he just returned from injury and came to play for the Black Stars. It didn't work. Today, the same thing. This player is just returning from injury. He didn't play anything. He came to fight. He didn't play anything. But then on the other hand, Ali Dusiedu in the second half, he was superb. On the right-hand side, he was superb in that 3-back. He was superb. And I love it. Now, the fullbacks. Ebenezer Hanan maintained his position. But then Tariq Lamptey, I'm saying it again, I don't understand why Tariq Lamptey is always being benched. Today, Tariq Lamptey was everything. He was everywhere. He was playing very well. If you know Tariq Lamptey, one of his biggest attributes is playing that particular right wing back position. He played it very well today. He was phenomenal at that right wing back position. In midfield, there was a slight change in the midfield. Yes, the slight change was that Salisu was still pairing with Francis Abu, but then that number 10 role, Abdul Fattah Ishahaku started playing that number 10 role in the second half. Yes, Abdul Fattah Ishahaku was playing the number 10 role in the second half. And also, we played 2-top in the second half, where Jordan Ayew and Semenyo were playing 2-top. In the second half, it wasn't good. I'm not going to lie to you. It wasn't good at all. There were instances that were creating clear-cut chances. We were not scoring. Abdul Fattah Ishahaku scoring chances. I don't know. Is there a problem? Should these players be taught how to score goals when they play for Black Stars? Because when they go to club level, it's a whole different story. And I don't know, today looking at the game, I just kind of ask myself, why do we always concede goal in the last 15 minutes of every game we play? Even in 2024 alone, every last 15 minutes of game the Black Stars are going to play, we concede a goal. From AFCON, every single game we played at the AFCON, check our last 15 minutes, we have considered a goal. Even this friendly, this two we just played, last 15 minutes, we have considered a goal. It's as if we are not learning. We are not learning as a team. We are not learning. I'm not a coach, but then if it happens more than twice, it becomes a problem. It becomes a cancer. That every last 15 minutes, the Black Stars must consider goal. And unless that Black Stars double match, me try and hold bet. And I said every last 15 minutes, the Black Stars are going to consider goal. It's very sad. And honestly, looking at the overall performance of the Black Stars squad today, I think it was poor. Let me put it in that way. It was poor, Papa. So we can't score a goal if it's no penalty. 2024, we have been scoring penalty goals too much. If it's not penalty, there is Mohammed kudus. We have been scoring penalties too much. In 2024 alone, penalty goals, no, adoption. We need to start working around playing without Mohammed kudus and winning games without penalties. Start shooting from distance. Then if we watch the Black Satellites. Black Satellite at the All-African Games, shooting from distance. The Black Stars players there, they said they can't shoot from distance, so they are not doing it. Black Satellite players were shooting from distance. Panyan. I mean, come on. Let me know your thoughts about all this down below in the comment section. This is why I end my analysis. My brother, Papa, Black Stars. Till we meet in June. Yes, Black Stars, till we meet in June. Come with a better mindset. Let's win against Man. It's very important. What happened there? You can't do any mistake. We beg you, 2026. Don't make any mistake. My Paul.